How to become a project manager. Hey guys, this is Eric from Invensis, and I welcome you to our YouTube channel. In today's session, we will discuss how to become a project manager in detail. Before we get started, I would like to address the agenda for today's session. So, we will start our session by understanding who a project manager is, then talk about some of a project manager's common roles and responsibilities. Then, moving on, we will talk about the important skills required to become a project manager, and finally, conclude the session with the main topic for today and see how to become a project manager. If you like this video, do subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also, to learn more about project management and its practices, check out Invensis Learning's Project Management Certification Training on Prince 2, Project Management Fundamentals, PO, and MSP. All of the necessary information, CAP, is given in the description box below. Now, starting with the first topic, who is a project manager? A project manager is a professional who is responsible for the planning, procurement, and smooth execution of a project. They are responsible for leading a project from the very beginning to the end. Project managers are the go-to person regarding any problems or questions related to the project. They communicate with the team members, clients, stakeholders, as well as external resources who are associated with the project. They make the project goals as their own goals and achieve them using their skills and expertise. Now, the project manager is a very versatile professional who uses a combination of knowledge, skills, processes, and methodologies to plan and execute a project within the given deadline and budget. So, as a project manager, you can work in various industries. It is not limited to a particular work sector. This is because every industry, be it the IT field, healthcare, education, industrial, finance, all need project managers. So based on your interests and skill sets, you can choose to work in any field you like. So now, let us understand more about project managers by talking about their roles and responsibilities. Now, the roles and responsibilities of project managers can vary based on the companies, the field they are working in, and so on. As the roles and responsibilities of a project manager in the IT industry will be different from that of a project manager in the education field, and so on. But here, I'm going to mention some of the common roles and responsibilities of a project manager. The first is planning a project management plan. This is very important for project management. A project manager should understand the client's requirements, then plan and implement the project according to the exact needs of the client, and based on the knowledge of the organization. Also, they have to set the deadline to complete the project scope, and determine the availability of resources. Next, they should ensure timely completion of the project and within the given budget. A project manager realistically determines the time required to complete the project, and then sets deadlines for each task in a project, and also sets a deadline for the entire project. And while doing this, they ensure that the project is kept within the set budget, and they also continuously monitor the budget and the progress of the project. Next, they communicate with the clients, stakeholders, and team members. Project managers are called the client's representatives, and they also are the middleman between the higher authorities, stakeholders, and the team members working under them. A project manager has to communicate and explain to the clients about the progress in the project, and also communicate with their team members and explain their individual tasks. Next, they analyze the risks and take measures to avoid them. A project manager should identify risks beforehand. They should analyze and predict the risks that might occur during every phase of the project. And, after noting the risks, they should try to avoid those risks, or find a solution to the problems, or at least minimize the effect of the risk on the project. Next, they are responsible for organizing and motivating the team members. A project manager is responsible for assigning each of the team members with their tasks. They also have to motivate and ensure that their team members complete their tasks within the given deadline. Next, they monitor and evaluate the progress of the project and resolve any upcoming issues. During the execution of a project, there could be problems or things that could go against the plan. So, it is the responsibility of a project manager to resolve all these issues and get the project back on track. They also have to monitor the project performance using appropriate systems, tools, techniques, and make a report or document of it. Now, these were some of the common roles and responsibilities of a project manager. Now, let us understand the skills required to become a project manager. I will be talking about these skills because you need to cultivate these skills in order to become a successful project manager. So, first is communication skills. As I have mentioned in the roles and responsibilities of a project manager has to communicate with a lot of people on a daily basis. They work closely with the clients, stakeholders, project team members, and external resources who are associated with the project. So, because of this, communication skills become very important. They have to clearly explain the progress in the project to the clients, stakeholders, and also have to be clear while assigning the individual tasks of their team members. And, according to PMI's 2018 Pulse of the Profession report, communication was a primary factor in 29% of failed projects. So project managers should have excellent communication skills in order to lead the projects to successful completion. So this was the first and a superior skill required to become a project manager. The next skill required to become a project manager is leadership skills. Project managers have to manage a project team. They have to assign individual tasks, motivate the team members to get the work done, and have to take regular updates of their work. Now, leadership skill is important because they have to ensure that the tasks are completed within the given deadlines, and as the team leader, they will have to solve the problems of their team members. The teams also work more efficiently when they know their work makes a significant contribution to the project. So the team leader should help the team members feel impactful by learning how to delegate tasks, provide constructive feedback, set goals, and evaluate individual and team performance. Also, a project manager should have good team management skills, which include the ability to delegate responsibilities, evaluate performances, handle conflict, and teach the team members to help them improve their skills. The fourth important skill required to become a project manager is negotiation skills. This is important because they are constantly engaging with suppliers, dealing with team conflicts, and leading a project, so they are constantly involved in negotiations. So, having good negotiation skills contributes significantly to business success, as they help build better relationships, deliver lasting quality solutions rather than poor short-term solutions. The next skills required to become a project manager is risk management and problem solving. Every project has its associated risks, so it is the responsibility of the project manager to predict these risks beforehand and try to avoid them or at least mitigate them, so that the effects are not severe. They have to do project risk planning, which includes steps like identifying, analyzing, prioritizing, treating, and monitoring the risks. They should also know to use professional risk management tools. This was about risk management. Now, a project manager should also be good at problem solving. They have to analyze the facts, evaluate various options without bias, and be able to solve complex business problems for organizations while delivering results on time and within budget. So, these were some of the important skills required to become a project manager. Now, let us move on to our main topic and see how you can become a project manager. So, there are primarily two ways you can become a project manager. One is through formal education, and the other one is the self-made project manager. In the first way, you complete a degree to apply for a job as a project manager. So for this, nowadays there are MS degree programs in project management. There are also MBA degrees in project management. And according to a recent report from Burning Glass Labor Insight, 34% of project management job postings preferred or required a graduate degree in addition to requiring PMP certification. So having a degree in project management can make it easier for you to get a job or even advance in your career as a project manager. Next, if you do not want to get a degree, but still want to become a project manager, then you have to seek out every opportunity to develop your project manager skills and knowledge. You can learn about project management by reading books, online blogs, YouTube videos, or opt for online courses, which will help you understand project management in detail. To pen down a few, you can refer to the book, Project Management Body of Knowledge, or PMBOK, which can be easily and largely accessed either online or in printed format. This will help you learn the basic framework involved in project management. Other resources you can refer to are Prince2 and Scrum. There is also in-depth training offered directly by the Project Management Institute that can be an invaluable source of guidance. Along with this, you can attend any workshop or look for conferences or local networking events that will help you to stay on top of new industry trends and meet people who can help you to navigate the project management career path. You can also learn from a mentor. You can learn a lot from them just by watching them. See and learn how they tackle issues, how they interact with shareholders, team members, and in all other aspects related to the project. Also, many companies initially provide a mentor when you first start as a project manager. The next thing which will be very helpful in getting a job as a project manager is experience. If you have experience managing multiple things in a company or managing a team, then there are higher chances of getting hired as a project manager. The next step is to improve your project management skills. I have already mentioned the skills in the previous section. Now the question is, how to improve these skills? Now, most skills will only improve as you practice them. The more you practice, the better you get in communication, mentoring, problem solving, and so on. With these skills, project management is streamlined, instead of being a practice area full of unknown variables. The other thing you can do is, watch someone who you think has good project management skills, which is usually your mentor, and learn from their actions and decisions. You can also attend industry events and workshops, which could be either online or offline, which will allow you to learn the best practices of project management. And finally, the most important step is getting certified. Based on the methodology outlined in the Project Management Body of Knowledge, or PMBOK, earning project management certification will show employers that you have the skills required to manage the demands of most projects. This will also be helpful for job interviews, as companies need certified people. This is because it gives them assurance with regard to quality. Certifications can also be an asset to an individual's career. So the different certifications in project management are Prince 2, MSPPO, CAPM, and PMP. All these certifications are globally recognized credentials that impart knowledge of best practices in project management. Conclusion. That's it, folks. With this, we have reached the end of today's session on how to become a project manager. If this has spiked your interest and you want to know more about project management, I recommend you to opt for PMP certification training and clear the exam. At Invensis Learning, we provide various PMP certifications that will pave the way for your career in project management. For each of these certifications, we are accredited by respective governing bodies or courses in line with their guidelines. Post-enrollment, you will get lifetime access to a personalized learning management system. LMS has all the class recordings, live class, webinar links along with assignments and case studies to practice. All classes are live instructor-led, delivered by trainers with rich domain experience. Thank you guys. See you in the next session.